What's up, turtles? It's Krik here with Black Owl Outdoors. Stoney and I are out on a walkabout right now, and we've come across a plant that I want to share to you because it's a really cool plant. It's going to be sort of the first one I've ever caught a wild edible out here. Stoney and I have shot videos on, and it's the Eastern Teaberry. Stoney, if you want to try to get some shots, try to get down here in the leaf litter. Keep talking about the plant. And this is the Eastern Teaberry. Its Latin name Gaultheria procumbens. It grows as this ground cover. It's in the family Ericaceae. It's an ericaceous plant. Calcifuge, does not tolerate alkaline soils. It stays green all year. These leaves are present all year. And the fruit is as well. It's one of the few plants that their fruit persists over the winter, and it's edible for humans as well, and the tea. Maybe if you're familiar with hearing Teaberry, it was a flavor of gum at one point. Show the fruit. The bottom, the fruit is just forgive me while I collect my thoughts. It's the sepals, the calyx. Fruit's a calyx, particularly here, just a collection of the sepals, modified petal, behind petals on flowers. We have that fruit. And you can make it, use the teas to make a tisane. It's sort of like a tea, just obviously not using a tea plant, just herbs, spices, that sort of thing. But what's really a big identifier of this plant is it's growing in ground cover. I'm gonna try to get a little rough with it, but I'm gonna break a leaf off. And smelling this is a huge, huge identifier for this plant. Breaking the leaf up in my hand, really smelling it, and it has that winterberry, teaberry smell. And that's a huge identifier for this particular plant. And that's why it's so cool. The fruits persist throughout the year, has a cool flavor, and also, you know, it's edible for humans, and it's all abundant in the East Coast. You know, up from Canada down to the southeast. But I want to caution you, if you're going to try to pick up plants in the forest, you want to learn wild edibles, you really need to know your plants. For the most part, a lot of plants aren't going to kill you out in the forest, but a lot can make you sick. And if you really don't know what you're looking for, you want to guess, consult someone who does. A really great way to learn plants is to be in the forest with someone who can point it out and tell you exactly what it is, and you can help remember and imprint that in your memory of what that plant looks like in the forest. And you know, it's sort of sad in a way that this knowledge of what you can eat where you live is sort of lost, that you need an expert to take you around the forest and show you what's okay to eat. I mean, my grandmother told me about this plant as a child living around here. She would go out in the forest and, you know, get this to make ice cream and stuff out of the flavor with the leaves. You know, she's not a botanist, she's not a scientist, she's just you know, grew up, you know, living on the land and on a farm and all that, and it's just knowledge that wasn't passed down generationally. But anyways, it's Eastern Teaberry. It's a really cool plant. This is Krik signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.